Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, June 27th, 2019. Fire potential impacts for the next couple of days include wind across Utah and Nevada. Areas in orange are where we expect to see those gusty winds, low RHs, and dry fuels. Areas in yellow, we're still expecting the gusty winds and low RHs, but the fuels aren't quite ready to carry fire. A few isolated showers moved through southern Idaho yesterday. Elsewhere, we had sunny skies and no lightning. Initial attack has been very light across the geographic area for the month of June. The past 7 and 14 days of precipitation are shown here. We've been pretty dry for the past 7 days and just saw a few more passing showers the week before that. This has led to an increase in ERCs across the geographic area, although those ERCs are still below the 70th percentile for the most part. Taking a closer look at a couple of areas where we have seen some initial attack, those ERCs have been on a pretty rapid increase for the past couple of weeks, but are still just below normal for the time of year. A couple of sagebrush sampling sites in Utah are shown here. Those values are above normal for the time of year, but are beginning their downward trend. This is the same trend we're seeing across the geographic area. Satellite imagery for this morning is shown here. There is a strong area of low pressure in place across the Pacific Northwest today. That's giving us these strong southwest winds with low RHs. We won't see much in the way of precipitation out of this low, just those prefrontal dry gusty conditions. The image on the left shows 500 millibar heights, wind, and temperature. We can see that strong low pressure system there contributing to the winds over western Nevada, southern Nevada, and then far southwest Utah and the Arizona Strip, where we have those high risk triggers issued for today. Here we can see gusts expected up to 35 to 40 miles an hour over much of Nevada and western Utah, with low relative humidities over Utah and Nevada. More of the same is expected for tomorrow, but that low pressure weakens and moves slightly further northward, decreasing the wind speeds over western Nevada. So we're really highlighting just southeast Nevada and southwest Utah for those gusty winds. Still looking again for winds across much of western Utah and southeast Nevada, with continued low relative humidities across those areas. On Saturday, here we're looking at 700 millibar height wind and relative humidity. We'll see a little bit of moisture squeak up over the central Utah mountains, but still expecting gusty winds there over southwest Utah and portions of southeast Nevada. But winds will lighten up a fair amount by Saturday. We can see those RHs coming up just a bit over the Utah mountains. No precip is expected in the next 3 days. As we get into Sunday, we'll see a little bit more moisture move up into Utah, eastern Idaho, and western Wyoming, but we're not really expecting to see many showers out of this. Mostly will be an increase in some cloud cover, but we could see an isolated thunderstorm here or there over this Idaho or the Utah mountains. And no high-risk triggers are issued for Sunday, as the winds will lighten up quite a bit. And then the moisture moves off a little bit to the east on Monday for return of sunny skies. And again, as we look at the 500 millibar heights here on the left, by the middle of next week, we're looking for generally westerly flow, which is going to give us those sunny skies, light winds, and mild temperatures. And that'll take us into the middle of next week. No precipitation really, again, for the next week or so, other than maybe an isolated thunderstorm here or there over the higher elevations of Utah on Sunday. And the extended forecast from the Climate Prediction Center is calling for below normal temperatures over Utah and Nevada, with below normal chances for precipitation, as we're not expecting the monsoon to really kick in just yet. And above normal precip is actually possible over Idaho and maybe northern Nevada, taking us into that second week of July. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.